And Gail, also joining us now via Skype is Duarte Da Silva. Now, you two haven't met, but Duarte actually, with a bunch of other people, raised for a tech holiday party called hohoto.ca more than $20,000 for the food bank. So Duarte is joining us now via Skype. Hi, Duarte, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi, Kris. Hi, Gail.
Tell us a little bit about how you were able to raise $20,000 for the Daily Bread Food Bank.
It wasn't 20,000, it was actually 25,000. We were actually able to raise 23,000 up to the night of the event, and then the next day, Molson graciously topped us up to a nice even $25,000. So thank you to Molson's. We should also note that today the 48th Highlanders went by and picked up about 2,000 pounds of food.
Got it.
But how it all got started was actually a couple of weeks ago on Twitter. There was a casual mention of maybe planning a holiday party for the tech community in Toronto. A bunch of people jumped on that idea. Next thing we knew, we had a motley crew of the most unorganized committee. Unorganized in that we hadn't met. We didn't plan anything formally, but we're able to put together a party for 600 people at the Mod Club on Monday night and raise a great deal of money for the Daily Bread Food Bank.
That's amazing, Duarte. And I love what you said when we were talking before the show. You love social media. Don't really know what Twitter is, but it's great.
At our board meeting last week, some of our board members who are a little younger than I am, because I'm pretty old, you know, Kris, we're talking about how we had to use this social media more. And I just kind of smiled and said, okay. And then my staff came to me and they told me about this Ho Toronto event and it had raised the money. And I said, well, I still don't understand it, but I love it.
Well, you know what? Twitter is actually a microblogging site. You can sign up for an account on twitter.com. City News is on it, and so am I, and try to update our viewers that way. And we are talking today with Gail Nyberg from the Daily Bread Food Bank and Duarte Da Silva, who helped organize a charity event through Twitter via Skype. Now, Gail, what did you think about that comment? You know, if you can't afford to give this season, time is just as valuable.
Certainly it is. Daily Bread wouldn't operate without volunteers. We have volunteers in our building sorting food all the time, but most of the member agencies who draw down food from Daily Bread are run by volunteers. So if you can't afford to give money or food, when you're at your local food bank, if you have to go, ask how you might be able to help, because it is volunteers that help us out a lot.
And I want to ask Duarte. Duarte, I mean, you guys sold tickets for $10 a piece, so every little bit helps. And when a bunch of people came together right here in Toronto, you know, at the end of the event, $20,000 was raised.
That's right, and I think every little bit helps. The food bank has incredible buying power with that money. So in addition to the food that people contribute, they can do that much more with the money that people do contribute, and every little bit helps. And it's not only, I think the time issue is very important as well. Michael Ingram from the Globe and Mail wrote an article last week where he said charity is the new greed, and I think that sums it up perfectly. I think people are really understanding what it's like to give back in the community, and that's what the Twitter community and the tech community in Toronto really tried to do, as little as we could.
That's really amazing, and I want to let some of our